Everybody ready? Good. Then let's get going. Nearly forgot you guys.
Their mask is the same colour as their high vis. You're paying attention. And we're off. Right. Let's go, love. Mask. Now, hang on. Where is the exit? Somewhere.
Exit down there.
Right.
Go straight.
Oh, that person had a high vis mask. Oh, there is a big queue for the fuel station. Right. Oh, Lord, let's stick to those things.
Hello my lovelies, a very warm welcome back. We're on the road again. It's October half term and we've just done the rather odd thing of picking up my little nephew. Well, not so little anymore. Anyway, we've picked him up in the motorway services. Hopefully nobody thinks we're child napping him. He looked quite happy transferring from his van to ours. Anyway, he needs to join our little bubble for a few days, so do not panic please if you see a third boy in our videos this time. I've not been keeping any secrets from you. I'm just nominating myself for Auntie of the Year, I suspect, after a few days with 3 boys exploring Cirencester. So as I said, we're heading for Cirencester. This trip is all about Romans because Leo, the eldest, is taking an optional extra GCSE in ancient civilizations. So I thought we'd try and theme this trip to try and keep him interested in getting out and about in the caravan, because he's at that teenage stage now where everything is terrible. Anyway, this trip is centered around his interests, so hopefully we can keep him engaged and enjoying himself. Also, you know, I didn't want to go very far from home for this little trip because at the moment it just seems like long trips aren't really the most sensible thing to be doing given all the complexities around school bubbles and all of that lot. So certainly not sensible for us to be going very far away, though I'm sure all adults out there can make their own decisions about what is a good idea. So sit back, relax, and once I've had a look back at the film I'll edit some of the highlights of the drive for you. And I'll also send the entire drive on the dash cam footage across to Rich at Legs Down, the Legs Down channel, so you can watch the turn-by-turn instructions from there, once Rich has had a chance to edit it all together into a video suitable for his library, assuming of course there isn't one in there already. I'll pop a link below in the description because it's a really useful channel, actually a great resource, especially if you're new to towing or you're a bit worried about what the route might look like to a particular site. So definitely recommend Richard's Legs Down channel, link in the description below. Right, enough waffle from me. Sit back, enjoy the views of the Wiltshire going into Gloucestershire countryside, and then I'll come back to you once we get onto site.
Right, we're good to go.
Okay, we're here, and we made it through the boulders. You'll remember they were a bit infamous a few months ago. The new road was just put in and the turns seem to be incredibly tight, and the boulders making life very, very difficult if you've got a particularly long or wide caravan. I'll put a link above to Dan Trudgeon's review of that and showing the corrections. So I think at least partly thanks to Dan's efforts and other members of the caravanning community highlighting this as an issue, the club were able to talk to the college and get everything put right by the builders how it should have been, how it was originally drawn up on the plan, to make the approach road much more sensible for all of us. Anyway, as I said, I'll put a link above to that. So let's head round into the site, and I'll do a little bit of a drive round. And it looks like it's going to rain later, so if I don't get a chance to show you this afternoon, then I'll take you out for a little walk around the site tomorrow morning when hopefully it clears up a bit.
Oh, it opens without us doing anything. Okay, have they closed grass pitches?
Well, we're on these plug-in ones, so...
Right, so there are no grass ones anyway.
Okay, hang on, so we've come past reception. Now we're up there somewhere, so now we need to decide whether we're having one of those. We'll have to go nose in there too. They're crossing the road, sweetheart, or are you waiting? Okay, so we can go on one of these two, or we can go around the back there.
That one's quite large, isn't it?
And one of the ones.
No, go down there because there are less caravans, surely. Yeah, because there's only one.
Oh yeah, I don't have to be on water duty.
Okay, hang on a minute, 'cause I'm trying to figure out where we are. So we could go in that one there, between those two caravans.
It's a bit more spaced out, so that's why I was saying.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Oh, is it this bit as well?
No, but that's a one way, I can't go down there. So I have to go around
Right.
and back up there. We're there already, thank you. Okay, so that should be 86. Yes, that is 86. Right. So I'm going to go down here, down there, back up this way.
Oh, extra long route.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite a real tunnel around here. Yeah, depends on the grasses.
Right.
All the grass around on that side. Right, so I'll hook back into there, don't I?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
They've tied down their motorhome.
It's a
Well, no,
three-ton
they've
vehicle.
tied the awning.
I'm sure, yes, I'm sure it's the
But
awning, not the
still.
motorhome.
But still.
They've tied the awning over the motorhome.
So are we on one of the wet pitches?
Oh, it's got a great big puddle on it.
Right.
Oh, there's one opposite though.
Which also looks relatively spacious. It's a bit smaller.
Oh, should we look on that one? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're pointing out into the
Hedging bit. So, what are we needing?
right. Can you guys stay in here, please, for a minute?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, good morning. It did indeed pour down yesterday as it was forecast. So I thought I might take you around on the one and only possibly dry opportunity to look around the site a bit more on foot, especially the play area, because that's inside the grassy pitches part of the site, which is coned off at the moment to protect the grass. But first let's head to the loo block. So here's the loo block, nothing unusual here, so I'm not going to take you around. You know what a Caravan and Motorhome Club loo block looks like, you know, all very clean and tidy. Well, the ladies is anyway. The gents is on the far left, disabled just slightly to the right, and ladies through the little walkway in the middle. Laundry room's also through there in the middle, but of course it's currently closed off, and then dishwashing is round the back, along with some bins and some recycling. And of course there's a COVID-safe wristband system in operation. So a maximum of 5 in the ladies at any one time, and that seems to be working well. And then there's this sort of odd bit of part path up to the back of the site. You're clearly supposed to walk through here because there's a massive gap between the 2 pitches on either side of it. So I do wish the club would extend the path out to meet the road, and then we wouldn't all be treading grass and mud and so on into the facilities block. So of course, being autumn on this very leafy site means it's impossible to tell where some of the pitches are, other than the little peg markers sticking up. This is supposed to be number 99 under here. Up here by pitches 73 and 74 you can turn left into the grass pitches part of the site. There's another loo block up here, and the play area is here as well, so let's go and check that out. So also through this part of the site you can get out to the back and through to the dog walking area, and there's a ball games field and so on, I believe. Incidentally, some of the pitches here are a bit narrow, so there are lots of cars parked across the front of their caravans, some a bit on the road actually, if the cars are paired with big twin axle caravans. So if you've got a particularly wide or long combination, you might find it a bit tricky actually to manoeuvre around those if there are a few of them parked near each other. And something's been having a good old dig. It looks a bit green underfoot, but you know, that's normal under trees, and it's not at all slippery, I can assure you, and these are quite slippery shoes actually, so that is all good. There's a really nice atmosphere up here, I like it a lot. But we're heading out to Chedworth Roman Villa now. We've booked a time slot, so it's important that we stick to that, otherwise they won't let us in. So I'll pop you back onto the GoPro and drive you out with us so you can see what the lower part of the site looks like. That's to the right of reception as if you were coming in. Alright, so we're off to Chedworth, so I hope that little tour was helpful and thanks so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And of course a massive thanks if you are already. I really appreciate the support. And then next time it'll be friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears as we check out Chedworth Roman Villa and then the Cirencester Amphitheatre, reported to be one of the largest Roman amphitheatres in Britain. Apparently it was capable of holding 8,000 spectators. Can you imagine that? And then the Caravan Museum in Cirencester Town Centre is on the agenda as well. And of course we've had to book timed tickets for that as well. And that holds a lot of the archaeological finds that have been unearthed from the surrounding area. So thanks again for watching. Wonderful to have you here. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Oh my goodness. Those things are enormous. Look at that with its fangly off bits.
Can I check it now? My hand is freezing.
It's a fish.
It is a fish. It looks like a puffer fish.
Check it off.
Yes.
I'm going to check it.
Go on then. Right. All right, let's go into this amphitheatre.